Welcome to your loading recode video. My name is Coach Julian, and in this sequence, we're going to keep it super simple, just working with 2-3 standing positions that we want to find activation along the backside in. So I would suggest have a nice ground surface that's going to be comfortable for you to stand on for the next 24-25 minutes, and a high level support that we can put our hands on if we need to. We might be able to take our hands off as a challenge. But if you're ready, our first position we're going to get into is just going to be a simple air chair. We're going to spend 1 minute here. And I'm starting by pulling my hips back. I'm keeping my feet straight. I'm pulling my hips back. I feel my feet press down into the ground and they start pulling wide. They start trying to rip the ground apart like we're trying to rip a hole in the earth here. I want to start to feel my glutes talking to me, my hamstrings, my calves. I want to feel my feet get active into the ground. We're just gonna start 1 minute here. It doesn't need to be crazy. Our goal is simply to find activation. That's our number one priority this whole time, is do I have activation where I need it to be, where I want it to be, in my biggest, most secure muscles in my body. And we're looking for that in the glutes. That's it. So can we find it in a standing position? We add the rest of our body. We find it in a standing position. We have less than 10 seconds here on this first minute in this first air chair, just to get ourselves situated. I'm now going to bring my body weight over the right side. I want to feel all that weight transfer over to my right side. I take my right hip, I pull my right hip back. I should be loaded up on this right side. I should be able to take this left leg off the ground. We're going to be here for 1 minute. If we need to, we can have these toes touching the ground, resting on the ground. But our main goal is, can I find pressure in my backside on this single leg? It's as simple as that. That's it. This recode can be just like, I'm just spending 24 minutes standing. That's it. I'm spending 24 minutes standing. As simple as that. Again, we want to make sure we're pulling everything up and to the outside. I'm not collapsing down to the inside of my foot and my knee. Everything's pulling up and out. Nice. 3 seconds. We're going to go back to our air chair. Let's go. With 1 minute on that first side. Awesome. Awesome. We should have some blood pumping. I'll give you a view from the side so you kind of see how I like to sit in my air chair. Your air chair might look a little bit different. That's okay. Right now, we're moving from sensation. Sensation number one. Like my hips behind me a little bit. If I want to bring up the intensity, I bring my heels up off the ground. I'm just thinking about sitting into my hips, sitting into the strength of my hips, keeping my spine nice and long, not trying to get caught up here, shrugging the shoulders. Chill, upper body, nice and loose, nice and relaxed, while my lower body holds me up. It's good stuff. We got less than 10 seconds until we're gonna get in on this left side here, and that's gonna be our first round done. 3, 2, 1, I shift my weight to the left. Notice this left hip pull back, pull back, pull back. Nice. I should be super light on this right foot here. And this is it. This is all we're doing the whole time. The whole time we're just going back and forth like this. So feel free, get creative, make whatever little adjustments you need to. If you start feeling the need to rock and pulse into a hip, pull it back, find some length, find some stretch, I highly encourage you to do that. Oh, look, we got some sunshine coming down. It's a beautiful thing. But we want to remember our acronym, celery, PSLRIE. The P, the first one, pressure, most important. That's round number 1 finished. We're going to bring our hips back to the middle, back to our air chair. Very nice. Show you from the front again. I'm going to bring my heels up. I'm going to try to get a little bit more activation. I want a little bit more cook. I want a little bit more muscular action. That's how I'm feeling right now. If you need to do this recode and you need to be a little bit more gentle, have a bit of a gentler activation, feel free to keep the heels down. There's all these different tiny adjustments we can make to either bring the level of intensity higher or to bring it lower. So lifting the heels off the ground is going to bring the intensity up. The amount of pressure I put into ripping the ground apart with my feet is also going to affect the intensity. As you might expect, the harder I rip the ground apart, the more intense the feeling. So we can play with that. We can make it what we need it to be. Awesome. Let's shift over to that right side. Again, I'm pulling back into that right hip. Boom. Other leg should be weightless. We want to be really good at loading on a single side. Every step we take, every breath we make, we're gonna be loading our whole body weight onto one side. So we want our body not just to be comfortable, but to be so familiar and to be so good at it. Be super good at it. I might get into a stretch. I might pull my hip back. I might reach with my opposite arm. There's so many different ways that we can orient ourselves, organize our bodies here while still loading up on this right side. Not sacrificing the pressure. I got pressure in my right glute this whole freaking time. So we can be really creative with it. Let's go back to the middle. We're going back to air chair, back to both feet. And again, there's so many different ways that we can play with this. You know, I could be here, kind of a nice tall position. I could bring my hips further back. I could go more into a squat. Could have my knees opening up a bit. I could go more into a hinge, everything closing up. Try to keep the balance, pushing the hips back and up. The one thing that's constant, as you guessed it, I'm gonna say it a million times, is pressure. Pressure is the constant throughout this whole session. Like 25 minutes of pressure. Damn. 25 minutes of pressure. If we can perform under pressure, if we can recode under pressure, really good. If we can be a reliable human under pressure, super good. Left side, let's go. Hey. Back into the left side, nice little drop-ins. On the left side, I can go hinge if I want to. Go reach for the ground. Again, everything's super light. I should be able to, look at that. Left side's holding me up. This is round 2 of our first section, almost done. We got 30 seconds left. 30 seconds. We can take our non-loading leg. We can help our left hip pull back by pushing into the ground, internally rotating. Boom, left hip goes back. The burn is so real. And while I'm cooking my glutes, the sun comes out. Double down. Inferno out here. Doing a really good job. Let's go back to our air chair. Amazing. We're into our third round. What kind of sensations are we feeling? Let's ask ourselves. And then let's also consider the fact that, you mean I just been standing here on my legs, going back and forth sometimes? And I'm cooking like this? Yes. Yes, you are. And it just goes to show how the simplest movements we need to respect, number 1. Number 2, we need to practice them. Just standing is cooking up my muscles this much? Dang, I need to stand more. That's kind of how I'm feeling about it. Especially on the balls of my feet. You don't need to bring your heels all the way up to feel that intensity. You can just have your heels elevated, hovering so slightly off the ground. Make a big difference. Let's go to the right side. Woo, we've been here before. Nice. Nice. And so where do we go from pressure? Let's say we have our pressure. Okay, let's say I'm here. I got my pressure. What can I do from here? What's the next step if I feel confident in my pressure? It's shape. What kind of shape am I making? Do I have this nice bowed shape? Is my right hip pulling back? Is my chest opening up to that same side? Is my other knee coordinated and synchronized all to that same side? What about my spine? Do I feel nice and long and tall? These are questions that are worth asking. So can I maintain that pressure and organize myself in a way that feels tall, long, expansive? That's where we want to go next. And back to our air chair. Nice. Are we making right shapes? And the shapes are helpful tools. They're helpful guides. They help us emulate something. And that's really important. We don't want to get stuck in shapes. That's why P comes first. Pressure, sensation comes first. Do we have the sensation we're looking for? Then we can worry about how do we organize ourselves to the I. We don't want to get too caught up in that. But an organization of shape, I might point out, is having my feet straight. I might be able to have my feet crooked and still find that pressure on the backside. Okay, we got pressure. Now what? Let's see if we can make those feet straight. Do I still have pressure? Nice. We've graduated from pressure into shape. Really good. Really, really good. Boom. Pull it up on the left side. Nice. And same thing for the single side loading. What would be the shape? Well, what about my non-loading leg? Can we get internal rotation? Fantastic. What about, is my head over my foot? Fantastic shape. Boom. I could go on and on about this, but I think let's cool it down for a second. I'm talking enough. Just cook into this left side. I kind of want to do some drop-ins. We got less than 20 seconds left on this left side, and then we're gonna go straight into the right side, and then we're spending 2 minutes on the right side. So enjoy your time with this left side while you got it right now. Give us some really good work in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go back to the right side. 2 minutes. Coming in hot. What are you gonna do with these 2 minutes? The answer may not need to be something like movement specific, but I would highly encourage you to say something like, oh, with these 2 minutes, I'm gonna feel strong, safe, secure, and give my body exactly what it needs. That's the kind of answer we're looking for. So I'll ask myself, what does my body need today? I think I need to load into my glute, rep it out a bit, pull it back, get my foot in the action. That's what I need. I feel like I need to open up my hips, get my external rotation, a little bit more access. Amazing. That's our first minute up. That's 1 minute up. We're doing so good. If you're sticking with me, you're doing amazing. Feel free to take the rests that you need to. Use support. And dial the intensity back if necessary. It's a lot of loading. All on one side, all in one sequence. It's really important that our body can handle this. Always challenge ourselves. If we want to, can I pull back? How stable can I stay on one side? And how's my breath? Am I able to speak? Am I able to breathe pretty normally? Or am I loading up? I'm like, if we're doing any of that, we gotta chill. We gotta turn the knob, back down. 3 seconds, we're gonna go back to our air chair. Bow. Let's go, air chair. 1 minute of air chair. Bring the left side back into the play. Right side is smoked up. Really good. I'm gonna go for a little bit of this squat shape. Use my arms as counterbalance. right? We don't need to be static. We can bring some motion into it. This is movement training, after all. Bring some motion into it. But again, we earn motion when we hold and maintain that pressure that we were talking about. Go into a bit of a hinge. 3, 2, 1. We're going to the left side. Let's go. 2 minutes on this left side. 2 minutes to give it everything that it needs. Nice. Just pulling back. Every time I pull back, I can feel my lateral calf just twist up into it. It's burning. It is burning incredibly. And sometimes we find there's like one spot along the chain that's speaking to us more than the others. It's probably the one that needs a bit more work, needs a bit more attention. I'll tell you what, I did not expect this sun to come out. It was looking like a cloudy day, and I am cooking. That's our first minute done on this left side. It's our first minute done. We could even go into a single side forward fold. Elevate the heel. Goodness gracious. That outside calf is just talking. Really good. Really good. I could do a little. Nice. Camera overheated a little bit, but we're back. We're back in the single leg forward fold. We're back in the heat for the last 30 seconds here on this left side. And that'll complete our first round of the 2-minute single side loading block. I can do fun stuff like rise up slowly from this single leg, feeling everything in my backside. 3 seconds, second leg comes to touch the ground. We're back in our air chair. 1 minute. 1 minute air chair. What do we need? What does our body truly, well and truly need right now? Do we need more pressure? Do we need more length? Does this need to be a recode where we're sweating, where we're putting a bunch of effort into it, or I feel like I got a workout in? Or does this need to be a recode where I simply put myself in the alignment and I didn't need to put so much effort into it, and I could just enjoy standing in a nice back chain, dominant, strong position? We have so many options. We always have options. Always have options relevant to the context at hand. That's the game. Bring it over to my right side now. Over to my right side. What does my right side want today? What does my right side need the most help with? Could be 2 minutes here. And I'll just show you something. So we got pressure. Boom. I get into a nice shape. Boom, I got shape. Awesome. Now we might ask what's next. Maybe length. Length could be next. And what does that length mean? Here that means, can I be really tall in this position and still have that same pressure and still be holding these same general shapes? Amazing. Now we're expanding our range of motion, if you will. I like calling it range of capacity, because a range in which we can extend into but we can't exert ourselves meaningfully doesn't have much use to us. Like a hyper flexibility without the ability to conduct a lot of strength through it, I don't find very useful. So can I hold this pressure, this activation, this meaningful engagement, and then increase the range in which I can use it in? Then we're really moving. We're really doing something good. Last 40 seconds, I'm gonna go to single side hinge. Big pressure on my right side. My hands are super light. Look, I can bring them up off the ground if I need to. This is an advanced movement. But we're in here for like 20 minutes. I gotta have fun with it. You know, I gotta do something for me too, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is all about our own personal engagement with it, our own personal journey with these movements. You're doing amazing. Let's go back to our air chair. Shoot. Both legs. I'm gonna go into more of a hinge for this air chair. You might notice both my, I'll show you in the sunlight. You might notice both my legs internally rotate. Nice, getting really long. Outside muscles right here on the outside of the hip, helping them come to the inside. Hips are opening up at the back. Get a nice long stretch here. Extend the spine, find the breath. Really just playing around with these standing positions. So good, so much fun. Three seconds, back to the left side, 2 and 1. Last 2 minutes on this left side. Then we got one more 1 minute air chair. Then we're gonna do some forward fold on the diagonal. Lengthen everything out, make it feel really good. I need to get some drop-ins going. I do. It's what my body's asking me for. It's craving it. Drop-ins in the midday sun. It's a good time to count your blessings. Good time to count your blessings. Wow, I can stand. I got 2 legs. I'm doing drop-ins. Life's good. The sun's shining. It feels warm. My body's sweating, which means I got excess moisture to spend. I'm hydrated. Wow. I'm hydrated. Wow. Last minute on this left side, I'm gonna do some around the world drop-ins. This is what it looks like to increase intensity. Especially these back drops, when this back leg comes forward, pushes our loading hip into its deepest back pocket. It's so real. It's so real. But that's what we do. We work in the realm of real. Ain't no phony jabroni in this hip. No, sir. Woo. We're doing generational work on these hips. Generational work. Unbelievable what drop-ins can do. I went a little too easy for the first part of the recode, so I'm like, we'll get some work in. And back to our air chair. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Last minute of air chair here. Let's take exactly what we need. Do we need to find some solace in this air chair? Or do we need to find some like pedal to the metal right now? I'm gonna put the pedal to the metal. I'll tell you what. I got less than 40 seconds left. I'm gonna get long in my hips. I'm gonna send my hips back and up to the sky. I'm ripping the ground apart with my feet. My heels are hovering off the ground. Spine's pulling long. I'm finding my breath. I'm staying with my breath. I'm controlling my breath. I'm making friends with my breath. Amazing. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Fantastic. Amazing. We're gonna take our upper body. We're slowly gonna bring it down, down, down towards the ground. We're gonna choose one side to start. I was just loading up my left hip last, I think. I can't even remember. So I'm gonna take my hands, walk them to the right, pull my left hip back, find some length in the back left side. Amazing. I wanna feel this line from my left arm, left side ribs. Down the side of my hip, my leg into my foot, into the ground. just pushing into that a little bit, finding the breath. Stay with me on this. If it's really intense, keep those heels on the ground. If you want a little bit more spice, keep the heel up. Really good. Another couple breaths. And I'm gonna walk my hands over to the left side. Right hip pulls back and away. Right foot presses down into the ground. Right arm reaches nice and long. Big, long stretch and activation here. Find your breath. Maybe even find a little bit of a corner on this right leg that we're loading into. That brings the intensity up incredibly. Nice work. Stay with it. Couple more breaths here. Push into that side. Find whatever you need. And let's slowly come back to the middle. Slowly together, we're gonna rip the ground apart. Feel that activation, that pressure along our calves, hamstrings, and glutes. We're slowly gonna curl our upper body up really slow. As slow as we can, feeling that foundation below us, feeling that pressure. Feel ourselves rise. Head comes up. Breathe into the structure. Wipe the sweat. And thank our body for another great day of being able to move and giving it something really special. This has been a Loading Recode with Coach Julian. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one.